يلا يلا لو بديري دي خالد لنا गाड़ी में आवाज को अरे बड़ी आवाज करे मोटर ही
In Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, a catastrophic flood disaster is unfolding. In only 48 hours, more than 300 people have been killed, entire villages have been swept away, and families have disappeared beneath raging waters. The devastation is beyond imagination, and the tragedy is far from over. According to the Provincial Disaster Management Authority, at least 307 confirmed deaths have been recorded so far, with 25 others injured. Among the dead are 279 men, 15 women, and 13 children, while the injured include 17 men, 4 women, and 2 children. Officials warn that these figures will almost certainly rise as rescue teams struggle to reach isolated communities. The destruction of property is immense. 74 homes have been damaged, 63 partially and 11 completely destroyed. The hardest hit district is Buner, where more than 184 deaths have been confirmed. Many others remain missing, and families are still searching desperately for loved ones. The human stories behind these numbers are heartbreaking. In the small village of Bashantri, local Imam Maulana Abdul Samad urged his family to leave when the waters surged. He remained behind to perform his prayers. By the time he returned, his home and 5 family members had been swept away. To this day, their fate is unknown. A similar tragedy struck the family of former local leader Ashbuk Ahmed. While he was in Islamabad, he received warnings of the flood approaching his native village. He called his family and pleaded with them to evacuate, but minutes later their phones went silent. When he finally returned, he found nothing but ruins. 4 of his relatives' bodies have been recovered, while 10 more remain missing. Survivors describe scenes of chaos and despair. Entire households were wiped out in moments. In one family, only 2 members lived because they climbed a tree while the other 9 vanished. Another family lost 9 members when their home collapsed. Only 4 bodies have been found so far. Villagers say hardly a house is left untouched by loss. Rescue 1122 in Buner reports that dozens of injured villagers lie in desperate need of medical care. Local volunteers have joined the effort, carrying the wounded, pulling bodies from rubble, and digging mass graves. Nur Islam, a businessman from Buner, said he attended so many funerals in one day that he lost count. He personally helped dig 6 graves before nightfall. Even the rescuers themselves have not been spared. A helicopter carrying relief supplies crashed in Buner, killing 7 people, including 2 pilots. This tragedy has slowed down relief operations at a time when every minute counts. Authorities have declared the districts of Buner, Swat, Bajaur, Shangla, Mansehra, Torghar, and Badagram as disaster zones. than 2,000 rescue workers are on the ground, but landslides, collapsed bridges, and blocked roads make progress painfully slow. With electricity cut and phone networks down, many families remain unable to contact their missing relatives. Hospitals are overwhelmed. Injured victims and bodies arrive constantly, stretching medical resources to the breaking point. In some villages, so many families were wiped out that neighbors had to organize funerals for them. Shrouds, graves, and prayers are being arranged by strangers who stepped forward in the absence of surviving kin. Meteorological authorities warn that more heavy rain is expected across the northwestern regions of Pakistan in the next 24 to 48 hours. The risk of further flash floods and landslides remains extremely high. Authorities have urged residents in vulnerable valleys to move to safer areas, but many refuse to leave as they continue searching for missing family members. The devastation is not limited to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In Azad Kashmir, at least 9 people have died in flood-related incidents, while 5 more have perished in Gilgit-Baltistan. Most deaths were caused by collapsing houses and sudden flash floods. As night falls, rescue workers are forced to continue their efforts in complete darkness, trekking on foot across washed-out roads and dangerous terrain. Bodies and survivors alike are still being pulled from the rubble, and officials fear the death toll will rise sharply if the rains return. This disaster has laid bare the vulnerability of Pakistan's northern communities, where fragile infrastructure and extreme climate-driven weather combine with deadly results. For the survivors of Buner, Swat and Bajaur, the pain is unimaginable. And for the rest of the country, this tragedy is a chilling reminder. In minutes, lives can be swept away forever. From the shattered villages of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the message is clear. This is not just a flood, it is a wake-up call about the power of nature and the urgent need for preparedness.
निकल उधर हो गया उधर निकल जाएंगे